Hello, and this is day 3 of Brain Dump. No, you are not failing at life. And that is something that took me a while to realize because, giving the circumstances of my situation and my life, which I don't see it as bad. Maybe someone from the outside will see it like, oh my goodness, like you need to do X, Y, and Z. But why don't people ever why aren't we seeing people motivate other people to focus on themselves mentally? And when you focus on yourself mentally, it really does help you so much with your life because you're really understanding yourself and most of the habits that we pick up from our childhood and the trauma that we have. Like, going within is not just like, oh, I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m. No, it's not about that. It's literally understanding who you are and not allowing how we've been raised to tell us who we are. Oh, like you're supposed to be doing this. No, I'm not supposed. Like, who told you that I'm supposed to be doing that? Like, why is there such a need for control? Why is there such a need to have control over other people? You know? So that just makes me question things like, why is everything why is as a society do we have to follow certain types of life, why do we have to have these life steps, like, oh, when you're this age you're supposed to accomplish this, when you're this age, and it's like, yes, we get it, like, oh, don't follow that, but it's like, but why? And why in reality are we being forced to follow a system that isn't really working for us? Like, why can't we just be outwardly why can't we just outwardly enjoy this experience, but that is okay. It takes steps, for things to change, for the way that we're living into a different way to come up about. And I'm just making these videos in hopes that people just think differently, like people open up to different ideas, different way of thinking, because thinking and imagination is very important because it helps us not feel so dead inside. It helps us not feel so hopeless. It helps us feel like we are something, like we are worthy, like because we are worthy, like we are creation, and I feel like we need to be very careful where we slowly lose our thinking, our imagination. Like, we can't allow that to be taken away from us because that is the most important thing. Like, when you're young, what do? Like, as a child, you're always playing, you're always imagining. Like, we really, really, really need to get down to the root cause of where everything stems from. And I know it's going to take a big understanding, like a big woof, of understanding for people to actually get it. But we have to really understand. And this is this is overwhelming me, but we need to understand that thinking, imagination, and our thoughts and our mind, it's bigger than what we really understand. And I know, and I feel like pushing this reality onto us of living this lifestyle, having to accomplish things, having to fend for yourself, having to live paycheck to paycheck, that really takes away from the moment that you are supposed to be dedicating to yourself, to think, to imagine, and then to really have fun with it, because you're supposed to be having fun. Just because you turn 18 does not mean that your life goes down the drain, that you're supposed to be an adult and you're supposed to forget about colors and just supposed to focus on becoming whatever you want to become, blah, 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 yada, yada. Like, no. Relax. Think, people. Think. Use your brain. Use your imagination. Like, if you ever find yourself in a situation, like, for example, this past weekend, I was very hurt by my ex-boyfriend. He broke my heart. And then just in the middle of everything, I was just in my head telling myself, like, it is okay. Like, this has to be this has to be a moment of reflection and a moment of learning for you. Like, what did this really teach you? And that relationship really taught me a lot about myself and like my childhood trauma and just how I deal with my emotions. And I literally am not the same person who I was like when I first started that relationship. And yes, it hurts because feelings, we feel feelings deeply, like regardless if it's a good feeling or a bad feeling, like we're gonna feel that emotion very deeply. So it's really understanding, like understanding your emotions, but also understanding like, okay, this has to be for a good reason for me. Like things aren't just happening just because, oh, like just bad things are gonna happen to me. No, like that's not how it works. Okay, that's not how it works. Like everything, I don't know everything, but I am learning, and I'm learning to just slowly just appreciate my life and just appreciate my life. Like just appreciate it. I don't need to have no big accomplishment to appreciate my life. I don't need to do something extravagant to appreciate my life. No, I woke up this morning and I appreciate my life because I am alive and I'm able to record this video and I'm able to really just be myself. Be myself, speak about the things that I want to speak and create the connections that I am going to create. And that's it. And just slowly just unfolding myself in the person that I want to be and feeling comfortable in myself, in the decisions, and being like, yes, I believe in that, and not just going with the program, because I've never been the type of person to go with the program, and you should not be the type of person to go with the program. Like you should never allow anyone to tell you something and make you believe it. Like, no, you get to the root of things yourself. You make your own belief and assumptions, but don't let anyone put things inside of you in your mind and you going with that just because, oh, they said it, or it must be true. Like, do not allow that. Like, your voice and who you are is the most important thing that you will ever have. No matter what possessions you have, your voice and you standing up for yourself and being confident in you is the most important thing that you'll ever have. So always speak up for yourself, and regardless of the situation that you're in, trust me, I know that it can be very difficult. Please always be your biggest cheerleader. Always remind yourself that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you so much for coming to my brain dump.